Martin, I'm trying, brother. I might need some help, man.
Okay.
I might need to go into a program, Martin. I can't stop that shit. I can't
The
get off.
fanatic
I
you can't-
can't get off that fanatic,
You're
Martin.
a fanatic for the fanatic.
I'm a fanatic for the fanatic, Martin. I can't let it go. If y'all haven't seen this movie, y'all need to. This is one time I'll even tell you. Stop what you're doing right now and go watch this. It's the only time I would tell you to do something like that. I love this movie. Y'all probably heard about it.
Hey, you can't just come to my private residence looking for me. Listen, pal, I don't know how you found me.
Gregory like to show them muscle in that tank top. Hey, you know you can get a whole shirt at DTmerch. You can get some sleeves with that classic black tee with the white logo. Oh, got that color logo, neon logo. Got those shoes coming up. When? I don't know, but they are in production, they told me. So hopefully they'll be there soon. And remember that we get by on your support, which comes in many forms. You can subscribe. You can donate. We are going back to L.A. for our live show October 18th. What do we do when we go to these places? Well, just a full night of comedy, some games that we do with you guys. And it's become mandatory. We don't have any choice anymore but to pick somebody up from the audience and just roast the hell out of y'all. We have John Travolta as an autistic man with a shitty haircut.
Listen, pal, I don't know how you found me, but I don't ever want to see you in this neighborhood again.
Oh, I simplified a little too much. Not only is he an autistic man with a really bad haircut, but turns out that when he doesn't get the autograph that he wants, and I don't blame him. Oh, Moose. John Travolta plays Moose.
Mm-hmm. And all Moose wanted was an autograph.
He's Hunter Dunbar's biggest fan. I just want Mr. Dunbar just want an autograph. You know why? He just wanted an autograph, and old Dunbar couldn't do it. Oh, now he triggered the wrath of Moose. And you know, it's a predictable film. It's one of those things where it's
to a point it is.
Premise wise, it is a very kind of predictable thing. You know, this is the guy who starts to stalk. Things get out of hand to dangerous levels here. It is one of those movies that is so notoriously bad that it has appeared on some people's must-see list for the year for being a bad movie. Wow. I will defend one thing in this film for being exceptional, for being great, for being something where I will come in and with no sarcasm at all.
Yeah, no
I
irony.
can say, no irony. I would say that was amazing. And I say, I say this straight faced. John Travolta as Moose, I wish he was given a better film. I wish he was given better dialogue. Everything out this man's mouth is just dumb. And it's not because he's supposed to be an autistic character, because it's written so bad. But I would tell you, it's one of my favorite performances this year.
Same here. It's one of those performances where I'm like, you can say what you want. I know too many people like this guy.
Yes. He studied for this.
Yes, he did.
And it's such a tragedy that this couldn't have been for a better film.
I
Because
know.
it's one of those movies where you have a guy or an actor or even an actress who went out their way to do something that they have never done before and you have never seen them do before. And they did it because they did it truly for the acting.
And he believed in this project.
And he believed in the project. Point of me starting this out with that is that it got me thinking, because I actually love this, and I've thought about this subject for a while, even before this movie came out. I thought about actresses and actors out there who took a chance on a role, tried to do something that they felt would actually make them, in the eyes of the people out there, the critics that hurt them so much, real thespians. And turns out that while they did a great job, nobody else on the movie did. Everybody else that completely up. And so I decided to put together a list of these performances from people who transformed themselves, who did something that you had never seen them do before and took a risk. And the risk didn't pay off. I got about 6 of these, maybe 5 and one kind of honorable mention. You guys have some that you think that might be on the list or might not be.
Yeah.
But you know for sure that I don't have these because you made 2 others when I was making this, and I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
So we will actually find out what those are in a little bit. But let's go ahead and start out with the first actor that I want to bring up. They got mocked, laughed at for this role that he did. And I looked at it, and when I actually saw a little bit of it, I say, you know, I see something different. Rest of this is bullshit, but this guy right here, I see something different. And we're going to start out with old 50 Cent.
Oh, that's actually the one I was thinking about.
Oh, well, Martin, look at that.
Okay, already.
Right out the gate, Martin. You know, great minds, Martin. We've been doing this how long together?
Yeah.
Martin, NSYNC. How come we never started a boy band, Martin? Because I met you when you were a goddamn man. That's why.
Exactly.
But yeah, you know, you look at old 50 right here. Now, besides his lyrical skills and his flow, he's also known for his muscular physique right here. And he put all of that, all of his musical talent, and some women would say his fine ass body, all on display in one of his biggest hits. Y'all know the one.
Go, go, go.
I like, 50's on the ceiling again.
Did somebody get a broom?
Somebody want to get him down again. He thinks he's Batman again. Jeez, I'm not getting him this time. That Negro's too big.
Go, 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 shawty. Come give me a hug.
Now, he shot the video. It's supposed to be, I don't know the concept of this. While he's not in the club, he's a science experiment or something. But
Yeah.
but he shot this to make the science lab look like a gym.
Right. I don't get it.
Because I don't get it either. I don't know. But the point for him, it was just to show. I mean, in the video, they actually, they don't really tell a story the whole time. A lot of this is just him, shots between him in the club and him scientists looking at him on the treadmill and working out and shit, doing his cardio.
Yes, the gym is metaphor for a lab, my brother.
Yeah, okay, sure. There was that one period when people believe this, because some people today, they look at 50 Cent and it's like, man, do you remember that time that 50 Cent had AIDS? You mean when 50 cents was a nickel back then? It's like it was like, hey, and a lot of people, they really don't know. They thought he was sick. They thought the brother really did have HIV or something. There was that period where people.
You're right about that. I remember that.
Yeah.
People didn't know that movie was coming out, and they saw pictures of this. They're like, "Oh my God, we got an intervention for 50 quick."
Yeah, because man, first of all, you know how black people gossip.
Of course.
So before they even knew anything, they're like, "Girl, 50 got AIDS."
No, not AIDS. 50 got that AIDS.
Yeah,
Got that AIDS. Yeah.
got that AIDS. Girl, I f***ed him last week. I'm worried. It even got me. I didn't even know it was 50. I thought it was one of those alien. I thought it was one of those alien autopsy movies right there. I said, damn, that alien looked just like 50 Cent. People saw those pictures even after this movie came out, because a lot of people didn't know
nobody saw
about
the
it.
movie.
Because nobody saw the movie. This is not the first time that old 50 Cent tried to be a thespian. Some people, Hollywood, it looks at you and they say, damn, so you really got shot up by 9 bullets and lived. You do that, they say you deserve an autobiography. Everybody else said, no, you don't.
No.
Nah, we work for him.
You the boss, Marcus?
Yeah,
So what do you do?
I'm a gangster.
Nigga, stop lying. Girl, don't let the muscles fool you. He really a bitch. Go ahead, punch him in his arm. Watch him cry. Nah, man. That was the movie. That was the movie where it was Get Rich or Die Trying, named after his album. Most of the audience said, you know what, I'll just die. I don't need to watch this. This is the one. It's 50 Cent. And his story about how he came from the cold, hard streets where he was out there doing gangster shit to become the artist that he is today. And even though it was his story, this is one of the times where, this is, even when the real people are alive, this is why they get actors to portray you, Paramount Pictures thought they were just counting on the black audiences to go see this. They like, Paramount Pictures proudly presents the story of that black rapper that you like a lot, And the movie was terrible, and he was awful. He was terrible in it. It didn't help that. First of all, everybody was like, man.
Talking like that, so you can't barely understand.
Yeah. there really was a point where he's like, man, I'm hungry. Turn the mic like, yeah, turn the mic. I was like, man, this needs subtitles. I wonder how many people watch this shit on Netflix and actually cut on subtitles. He was terrible in it. But here, in this film, All Things Fall Apart, I think his portrayal where he plays a kind football player headed to the NFL until he's struck with cancer. I actually thought that wasn't I thought that the little bits that I saw. Now, to be honest with you, I hadn't seen the whole film, but I watched a few clips online before.
Like everyone else.
Like everyone else, yeah. I ain't watching this whole movie, but I did watch the highlights, which are the 50 Cent parts. I just wanted to see Skinny 50, up in there, and Skinny Cent, and I watched those parts. And listen, maybe I need to watch the whole movie, but I think the parts that I saw with him in there weren't too bad.
Probably just a little dehydrated. Why is God doing this to me?
Oh no! When he needed to be emotional, listen, is he the best actor? No. Is he great in this? Not really. But
Upswing.
What was the premise going into this?
But after seeing Get Rich or Die Trying,
Okay.
a good is amazing. You hear what I'm saying? A good is amazing. And watching him in here, because like I said, the parts where he had to be emotional, I saw some parts in there, and I was like, man, he really is pulling that off.
Yeah.
He lost weight for this. He was on a 9-week liquid diet.
That's probably why he's upset.
Yeah. I just want some Popeyes.
I'm just hungry, mama.
Yeah, those parts were good. I'm like, wow, he was committed. If losing, I don't know, shit. If losing weight is the thing that makes you act, give that brother some crack. Yes. So his next film, all that muscle weight was weighing his acting skills down.
was weighing down his lips so he couldn't speak before.
He was hitting the gym, or he was doing the treadmill every day while on a liquid diet, which makes you very weak. So he was very committed to doing this, and I think because that commitment paid off in him wanting to do this, and therefore it gave him a better performance than what we usually saw him doing. He's not bad in this at all. He's pretty good.
I'm sorry, man. That guy's got cancer. They're making him do drills up and down and yelling at him. Come on, you can keep going. You can do this.
No. Yeah, maybe that's a twist. They don't like him. Like they've been trying to kill him the whole time.
Run. What do you got? Cancer? Run.
Yeah, come on, get your ass up. There's a big cast in this, besides Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson. You got some people in there that you've seen before. We showed you the poster with Ray Liotta in there. You got Mario Van Peebles. So this is something that just went straight to video, and that's why a lot of people didn't see it.
Okay.
And honestly, from what I've seen, it looks like it does have a lot of video, straight to video or TV quality production to it. This movie is so under the radar that to this day, people still think that he either has AIDS or he overcame AIDS. He is
an alien.
Yeah, he is an alien, yeah. It's like, man, damn. You can't kill him with bullets or AIDS. So that 50 Cent's immortal.
He does have that look like, what else you got?
Yeah. Number 2 goes to Vanessa Hudgens. Mm-hmm. And Vanessa Hudgens. Now, the reason why I bring up Vanessa Hudgens with this is because, Vanessa Hudgens came from some very family-friendly, adorable roots in her career. Her and my man crush over there, Zachy Poo.
Hanging with the mouse.
Yeah. I can only wish to get abs like him. That's when I'm working out. That's all I see. Zac Efron. I will be you one day. If I can't have you, I will be you. Which is why I'm jealous of this bitch in this trailer right here, on this clip, where it's from High School Musical, where it's a duet between. I get mad when I see this shit. It's a duet between her and Zac Efron, and as I said, it's High School Musical, very innocent and adorable roots.
I know that something has changed. Never felt this way.
I remember looking at him and saying he's going to be so hot when he gets older. But anyway, Vanessa Hudgens is, with that, like a lot, including like with Zac Efron, or a lot of people like Justin Timberlake, or anybody who had maybe their roots in something that was in the area of a child actor or family-friendly entertainment. She wanted to shake that because she wanted to be considered to be, a real actress in the eyes of the audience and critics out there. And she tried to shake that squeaky clean image with an edgier, sexier image, starring in films like machete kills. And going on to really push the envelope in movies like Spring Breakers, where in this film, she was part of a gang of girls who in between partying on the beach, they robbed people in their bikinis while hanging out with a wigger.
Who are you?
My name's Alien.
Why are you here?
I saw y'all in there. They like nice people. Come on, y'all. Why acting suspicious?
Break, bitches!
That was James Franco as Alien, by the way. That was, I mean, I don't know. I got problems with that performance, but I have to say it was impressive. You know, but anyway, it's all about Vanessa Hudgens here. And, you know, it's because of that movie right here, Spring Breakers. You know, a lot of people saw this, and that's when people really took notice. And a lot of people, when asked their friends a question, they said, now, she is out of high school right now, right? A lot of people said, because I will the shit out of it. They said, you know, I ain't trying to go to jail, so she's legal, right? And a lot of people, they saw that, and they like, yeah, I would tear that ass up. Until they saw the movie that I want to bring up right now.
You owe me!
Back off the cab, lady! Back off!
You noticing you into some deep shit when that one dude just
I don't want to say they got Martin's girl. They got Martin's girl and they're all uglied up.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
But Martin's like,
With them corn kernel teeth. Oh, mommy loves you. Martin's
Still,
like,
I'd give her a bath. She'll
I
be
know
all
Martin's
right.
like, shit, I'll take it, yeah.
Brush her teeth. She'll be all right.
Shit, Martin's like, I'll buy some crack for that shit.
Back off the cab, lady! Back off!
Honey, Mommy loves you.
Martin pops up, Daddy love you too.
Love it. Martin like, I see nothing wrong.
Nothing is wrong here at all.
I know I got $20 here somewhere.
Martin like, what y'all laughing about? What?
I was in my 10th foster home. And all that time, that letter was the only thing I ever got from you, Dad. I need a...
Man?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, and you want me to do what now?
And your point is.
Yeah. Some people don't get that. Out of here. Back to the streets with you, you little scamp.
Urchin.
Jeeves, you let one in.
Out with you, you little cute crack whore. Get out of here. She goes against a very hypersexualized image where she plays pretty much a homeless teen, a homeless pregnant teen. Her name is Apple, and she ends up in a home for pregnant teens. And, you know, the movie's not even that bad. It's not, the movie's, again, it's not something that, it's not the film that they wanted it to be. You know, this is something that they wanted it to not only, and their heart was in the right place. Gimme Shelter is the name of the film, if I haven't said already. But they wanted this movie not only to, of course, be considered for, if nothing else, for a deep emotional drama. They want to shine a light on the plight of homeless teenagers, especially homeless teenagers who come from abusive homes and are pregnant and have no place to go. Brendan Fraser and I forgot who else. Maybe it was a producer, somebody. They even gave a lot of money to some of the shelters that they were talking about in this film. So it was a movie with his heart very much in the right place. Not a lot of people saw it, and it was definitely something that people want to highlight. Vanessa Hudgens and her performance on. She wanted that to happen, and this went completely unnoticed. Now I saw the movie, and I would tell you that do I remember a whole lot from the movie? Probably not. But that performance has always stood out to me.
I remember you talking about it when you saw it, because I didn't see it, but you came back raving about her performance in it.
I think she tried something. It was something that I hope she has a chance to return to again, as far as going against the cute image that she still has out there. Because now she did she's doing movies again, like what was that dog movie? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, things
Dog
like that.
Days, or what was
Dog
that?
Days, things like that, man. She's not really for somebody who gave such a great performance. She's not really, I don't think, getting offered the roles that equal what we have here. Or maybe she doesn't want to take that risk again. Or maybe somebody just doesn't want to take a chance on her. But I thought she was amazing in there. And to show you, and she lived in a real shelter for 2 weeks to prepare for it. And there's a birth scene in here where she was so into it, she actually popped a blood vessel. So yeah, so
I
she
was gonna
gave
say
blood for this.
She accidentally popped a baby out.
Yeah. Shat on herself. You know?
It's a method for your
Yeah.
ass. How did that happen?
Yeah, man. The next person at number 3 is Ving Rhames. Now we see here Ving Rhames. I know Mars laughing because Mars like, yeah, he just went to my closet. You know? He just stole my shit. Why you got a jacket like that? You got a hat like that?
I do.
Ving Rhames, even when he's cool, even when he's stylish like this,
Or selling Arby's.
we've got the meats. They should have just made him, you better buy this shit. All right. Vegetarian, I don't give a f. But Ving Rhames, even being as stylish and cool as he is, you know, I mean, he can be an imposing guy. He's got that voice. He's a big dude. And usually when we see him, he's playing anywhere from somebody who's an action star, or maybe he's in something, even if he's in a drama. You know, he's still big badass Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Or Quentin Tarantino gave us probably the most famous version of Ving Rhames because a lot of people say he was also the most frightening.
Let me tell you what, Nat. I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'ma get medieval on your ass.
I like the way Bruce Willis is moving at all. He's about to fall over.
If I just stay still, he might not see me.
He's scared. He's about to fall. Shit.
He's behind him and still scared out.
You know, that's why people still aren't sure to this day when they're flipping channels and they happen to just go by BET. They're like, wait, back up. Did I see what I just think I saw?
I need you. But all you do.
Everybody's like, man, is that Marcellus Wallace? He looks like a bitch.
Like a Marlon Wayans movie.
Yeah, it does. No, man, because a lot of people, this is a movie called Holiday Heart.
Yeah.
And to this day, there is very little known about how this movie ever came to existence.
It's got the best of intentions, but
It does. It really does, man. And you know, because
it does not do what it thinks it does.
Because a lot of people, they look at this and they like, why didn't I hear about Ving Rhames playing a transvestite named Holiday Heart? Is that even Ving Rhames? I don't know. A lot of people, you know, some people just barely realized that the movie, who even directed this, it went for years. They realized it was directed by Meteor Man. You know,
Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend. I've seen.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I was like, how come I've never looked that up? I just found that out today.
Oh,
Putting this together, I did not know myself.
wow.
And we've all seen so many parts of this movie. Nobody bothered to ask who made this. This movie's about a transvestite who finds herself in the care of a young girl because she's bringing in her mother, a drugged-out mother played by Alfred Woodard, who is attacked on the streets. And Holiday Heart, the lead character here, the main character, the title character, has always wanted some family of her own, you know, because she's been an outcast. The daughter has always wanted a family of her own, so a stable place to stay.
The two misfits who find each other.
And the two misfits who find each other, because Alfred Woodard she just wanted somebody she could trust.
And nothing would ever be the same.
Oh, baby, we all got a story to tell.
Don't worry, I wasn't about to tell you, man.
Mama, I got my own bedroom.
God damn.
Well, Alfred Woodard, she can be the best at that.
Alfred Woodard, and I mean this, if there was ever a compliment for calling somebody a bitch, it was after watching her in Luke Cage.
Yes.
And then walking, looking at her being like, what is this, a Fraggle Rock character? I can't. She's good in this. And I got to tell you, man, look, Martin is over there laughing for a reason because this shit is not good.
No, it's not.
It's not as deep as you say as it is.
Right, because I mean, Ving Rhames does go all out and cry and try to tug at your heartstrings, but there's just too much of it. It's just too ridiculous or just not well done.
The movie is ridiculous, but I got to say, I admire Ving Rhames, and I do think it's just like John Travolta, man.
Yeah.
Given the right dialogue and given the right film or script, this would have been a great performance because you got to kind of ignore with the lines that he's given. As far as playing his character, being invested in it, transforming himself, and being able to bring the emotion, he does it.
You act like God picked you and only you to give a hard life to.
I am trying to talk to you. I don't want one of your religious lectures.
And I don't want your bullshit. How's that? We on the same page?
You better shut the He like, if you forget, I'm a woman too. I would beat your ass.
Well, try being passed around between 20 men in a jail cell. A place a 16-year-old should never have laid eyes on, let alone spend 10 years in.
God damn.
I know. Okay, I guess maybe I don't have it that bad.
She's like, never mind.
I'm sorry to have wasted your time.
She's like, how did 16-man tackle your big ass?
Damn it, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was funny because you do watch it in parts, and the parts that you do watch, you're like, okay, cool, okay, yeah. Then a commercial comes on,
Yeah.
and then you change the channel.
Yeah.
That's how
You don't go back.
You don't go back. That's how it was with that movie. Because I've seen it in parts. Whether my mom watched it or my wife is watching it or something, I've seen parts like, okay. Then the commercial come on, like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it.
Yeah. Number 4 for you right here. At number 4, somebody who doesn't really get enough credit for the diversity in their roles. Jesus does a whole lot. No, this is Jared Leto right here. He's no stranger to transforming himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yep. You know, now we've seen him do many things. Of course, we got that Joker.
What are you gonna do? You gonna kill me, Mr. J?
What? Really? Really? Bad.
Now, don't really count that because, for one thing, that's all makeup really for the physical stuff, and plus nobody gave a shit. And nobody cared about that Joker. That's the worst Joker. Too bad for him too, because everybody kind of still ridicules him. He was working with really bad material. Mm-hmm. If there was any material at all, they just threw that Joker in there and gave him nothing to work with. Mm-hmm. But the one that a lot of people looked at and thought, wow, you know, this guy, then this is a physical transformation right here. The one where he lost weight to portray pretty much Matthew McConaughey's sidekick and employee in Dallas Buyers Club, where he played a transvestite homosexual who at first didn't really like the company of Matthew McConaughey until they realized that both of them had money to make.
Hey! Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking idiot.
I've been looking for you, Lone Star.
You know I could have killed you?
You got enough for 20 of us?
Now, this is a movie also where a lot of men said, you know, I'm not gay, but if I ever get a day pass, but if I ever get a day pass, I know where I'm going to go play. I mean, Jared Leto is a pretty man. He looks like a chick with a beard.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Matter of fact, when he accepted the Oscar for that and showed up with the beard and the suit, he looked like a woman with a beard on.
It looks like the bearded lady at the circus. He got a lot of attention for that. A lot.
Yeah.
Won an Oscar. Mm-hmm. Was it Best Supporting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he also made a transformation in the opposite direction. Have you heard of this movie that he did?
Well, I don't know.
A lot of people say the same thing. No, I have not. It's a movie called Chapter 27.
I can't believe I'm standing right here.
Do you like his new album?
His new album?
Yeah, silly. You should buy it and ask John to sign it.
Damn, even fat Jared is pretty. You know?
Yeah, I was really hot to see this because I was like, man, I can't wait to see what he would do with this role. But then all I kept hearing about was how the movie wasn't good and it got buried. And
the movie got buried. The movie wasn't all that good. A lot of people say, look, he was dedicated to the part and he was really good. And, you know, much appreciation for him sacrificing his body in a different direction.
Yeah.
And they also said, you know, he actually looked very much like Mark David Chapman. Now, if you know who Mark David Chapman is, that's the guy that murdered John Lennon. He was an obsessed fan.
He was fanatic.
A fanatic, yeah. Movie just didn't hold up to enough to even justify his performance. I have enough to have people see his performance. You see this picture, a lot of people did not even know that was Jared Leto. And they say it was good. Went so far that we joke about these people killing themselves over these roles, but he got gout for this. Needed, Lipitor? He needed some medication to help him with his gout because he got sick doing this. Because he was eating, and plus he was eating all kind of ice cream and everything to get to this level.
Yeah, in such a short period of time, it's probably just overwhelming to his system.
It's a shock to his body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shock to the system.
His body's trying to tell him, like, stop doing that.
Yeah, please, man. Shit, yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna see this shit.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, though. There was a lot of lead up and a lot of press to this movie because I remember seeing, you know, the behind the scenes photos of look, Jared Leto, look how big he got, look how he transformed himself for the role, and you didn't hear anything.
Right?
No.
Right after that. Yeah.
No, you didn't hear anything. No. It was. I did not even know this movie was out. Here's one, Martin. Denzel Washington.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you, because for a while, Denzel Washington, he was the handsome black man. For you to make it in Hollywood as a black man meant that you made Denzel level.
Okay.
Hollywood was like, God damn, we want to make this brother a stereotype. A pimp or a drug addict or a rapist, but he's just too pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing we can do with this. You know, and it is, I mean, the man is so good looking, fooled everybody with this movie.
Today's a training day, Officer Hoyt. It's your chance to give you a little taste of reality. You think you can handle it?
It's justice,
Is that not justice?
That's street justice.
What's wrong with street justice?
Oh, what? Just let the animals wipe themselves out.
God willing.
You know, people said up until the very end of this movie, he was so handsome. They said he can't be the villain.
Right.
That's the craziest part because you were like, nah, this has to be an elaborate scheme to just show young Jake what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Has to.
Yeah.
All the way to the end.
Yeah, all the crooked shit he's doing. Like, well, he's got to teach him somehow. It's like an extreme boot camp. I mean, that's how it is on the streets.
Yeah.
You got to go hard.
We did not want to believe
No,
Denzel
did not
was
want to
going
believe.
bad.
Man, they got me to the very end.
Yes.
Even at the part where he was getting shot, I was like, why y'all kill him? He was about to reveal the part where he was good. It was a twist. Why did you do that?
Me, I was like, well, obviously he has a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He'll get up.
He's too good looking to be evil. He was about to reveal himself as the hero.
And then the credit roll was like, oh, shit. He was bad.
Yeah. I was the only one that went there waiting for a Marvel stinger where he was getting up and, oh, shit. Good thing they missed. Even today, when he's older and he's got a little gas, he's still a great-looking man.
Uncle Denzel.
You know what? And people still, man, he's so good-looking. People still, they don't even pay attention to the great Uncle Teeth incident of 2015.
I wonder for him how that was to see that everywhere. It's like, wow, that one moment I did that. Now I got to live with this shit everywhere.
Well, you know what? I think now I gotta live with this. God damn you, internet and cameras. You know, he's proud of those teeth that he bought. And he said, you know what? It's just time to let people know that, yeah, those ain't real. And if I'm gonna reveal it to the world, I'm gonna do it for a great cause, and that would be for a great role. And that was for
Roman J. Israel.
Esquire.
You're right.
By all definition, be detained.
I'm going to hold you in contempt if you continue to pursue this.
You're asking me to obey an erroneous court decision, and you tell me to wait. In my experience, wait.
Okay, find you in contempt.
You know, man.
He's like, now how'd that happen?
He looked at that dude like, this is your fault.
What'd you do?
He's like, hey, this guy be like, ain't you Uncle Teeth? Man, this was a great role for him.
It's a great role.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
This performance was amazing as a title character, Roman J. Israel Esquire. Thing is that the movie was everywhere from mediocre to just dumb.
Yeah.
There's so many great moments in this movie based on Denzel where the I've never seen, you know, because some people say, wow, this movie's great in bits. But those bits are only carried by Denzel. Yeah. You know, the script underneath is not that good.
What to expect if you are arrested.
We're gonna rap. I don't mean hip-hop. I'm sorry. Why are the sisters standing and the brothers sitting?
That's gendered and sexist.
And polite.
And patronizing.
And polite.
You know, that's a great scene that you see in that trailer where it even goes in the movie. It's like, okay, this is ridiculous right here. But he really believed in this role and thought that this was going to be some Oscar worthy. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out that way. I got my last one is sort of, we talked about this today. It's sort of an honorable mention because I don't think we're going to see the last of this guy going out and taking certain roles, certainly with a movie that he has coming up. Jamie Foxx, Martin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now Jamie Foxx, the reason why it's an honorable mention is because, listen, Jamie Foxx has been out there just, you know, changing himself up for the sake of comedy even for years.
I will take you away from all of this, my love.
Oh my God! It's a man in my fedora.
You know, I was him from, as what was Wanda from In Living Color. And you know, we've seen him actually change himself physically a lot.
Sure.
And it all.
Electro.
And I was about to say, and like many of these other people, it hasn't always worked out for them, especially for him in Spider-Man.
By me.
You designed Denzel's teeth.
Sure you did. And I'm Spider-Man.
You're no Spider-Man. He's a Leo. You're a Sagittarius.
That's what he did to the director after that shit was done. You do this to me. Why you make me look like this? I'm a monster. He was in a movie, and we debated this earlier today. Like, did this movie do well or not? I don't know. But I looked up the box office return, and this movie did not do well at all. But the performances from both him and his co-star, Robert Downey Jr., they were praised.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the soloist.
I've had a few setbacks.
Me too. Hi, this is Steve Lopez from the LA Times. I'm calling to see if Nathaniel Ayers attended your school.
He was the most gifted kid I've ever met.
You know,
yeah, he did a great job.
He was amazing in that film, man. And the movie, I think it.
I liked the movie. I just didn't love it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those movies, and I made this an exception because it didn't bomb too bad. It was a failure, though. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the movie was on a budget of $60 million. And it brought in $30 million domestically. And it wasn't like, it wasn't a critical disaster, but if you want to go by the Rotten Tomato score, it's like 54%, something. So just not terrible. Just, you know, enough for people not to really make the effort.
I think it was another case of having both of those actors in it, and Robert Downey Jr. still hot off Iron Man. There were big expectations for it.
I don't know if I ever tell you this, but I very much appreciate you watching these videos, especially when you stay to the end, because that shows to me that you really want to be here. In that case, hit the subscribe button. You ain't going anywhere. Hit notifications. And if you really love what we do, and you do, go to our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long version of this video, many others just like it, uncensored, unedited. And you'll also find the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at our store, dtmerch.com. And remember to always stay toasty.